Want to check out Venezuela? Venezuela's up in northern South America, and it's basically the boss when it comes to epic landscapes. They've got Angel Falls, which is like the Godzilla of waterfalls, and these flat Tepuy plateaus that are just mind-blowing. Plus, they're all about baseball, beauty queens, loads of oil, and Simón Bolívar, the dude who helped Latin America do its freedom. So click the subscribe button so you can learn more about other countries, just like in this video. Venezuela's history is like this epic saga that's been going on for ages. The Caribs and Arawaks were some of the cool indigenous people who used to live in Venezuela back in the day. We're talking millennia ago. They had this whole region to themselves before the Europeans crashed the party thanks to good old Christopher Columbus in the 15th century. By the time we reach the 16th century, Caracas has already been established by the Spanish, who effectively turned Venezuela into a gold mine for them. They were all about farming and mining, especially that sweet, sweet cacao. Then comes the 19th century and it's like a whirlwind of change. Simón Bolívar and his buddy Francisco de Miranda led Venezuela into this epic battle for independence from Spanish rule. It's all wars, battles, and revolutions, and finally, on July 5th, 1811, they break free. But of course, freedom comes with a side of drama. Political chaos like the Federal War and the Pies Rebellion. Still, through all the ups and downs, Venezuela's been forging its path, proving it's a nation with grit and determination. Venezuela's got this awesome mix of people from all over the place. I mean, way back when, you had indigenous folks like the Caribs and Arawaks adding their own flavor to the culture. Then, fast forward to the 16th century, when Spanish explorers showed up. That's when the real party started. They mixed it up with the locals, and we got mestizo communities, basically a blend of indigenous and European roots. And don't forget about the African influence from the slave trade, which gave us Afro-Venezuelan communities that seriously spiced up the music, dance, and food scene. Jump to today, and Venezuela's like a magnet for folks from Europe, the Middle East, and nearby Latin American countries. So you've got all kinds of races and ethnicities adding to the mix, turning Venezuela into a true melting pot. Spanish is the big boss language, but you'll still hear indigenous languages like Wayu and Pemon in some corners. It's this wild blend of cultures and languages that makes Venezuela so unique and rich in heritage. Venezuela's geography is like a jaw-dropping masterpiece. You've got Angel Falls, which is like the granddaddy of waterfalls, just tumbling down from this Tepuy plateau, one of the inspirations of Paradise Falls for the Up movie. It's so epic, and Canema National Park wraps its arms around this wonder, making it even cooler. Then there's the Grand Sabana in the southeast, this huge highland with these crazy tabletop mountains called Tepuys. Mount Roraima, one of them, was the inspiration for the Lost World. People hike up there, and it's like stepping into a whole new world. And don't even get me started on the Caribbean coast. The Los Roques archipelago is like a paradise with sandy beaches and coral reefs. It's heaven for snorkeling and diving fans. In the cities, Caracas is this buzzing hub surrounded by lush mountains, while Coros got this rad colonial architecture that's so well preserved. Venezuela's geography mixes nature's masterpieces with rich history, making it a mind-blowing place to explore. Venezuela has these exotic orchids, like the rock stars of the plant world, doing their thing in the Andes cloud forests. And don't even get me started on the Orinoco Delta. It's like a wetland wonderland with mangroves and all sorts of water-loving plants. Now let's talk critters. The jungles and rainforests here are like the VIP section for wildlife. Jaguars, pumas, and tapirs are strutting their stuff. In the water, you've got the Orinoco crocodile and these giant otters, which are just the coolest aquatic gang around. And the bird watchers? They're in paradise with harpy eagles, toucans, and these parrots that look like they're dressed for a carnival. In the grasslands, capybaras are the big shots. They're the world's biggest rodents, no joke. And in the rivers, electric eels are doing their thing, along with these pink river dolphins called Amazon river dolphins. And hey, the insect scene is wild too, with crazy butterflies and the Amazonian giant centipede, the big daddy of all centipedes. So yeah, Venezuela's basically a paradise for plant geeks and animal lovers. Venezuela's economy has historically relied heavily on oil exports, with petroleum accounting for the lion's share of government revenue. However, the economy has faced significant challenges in recent years. Venezuela's GDP had sharply declined due to falling oil production, mismanagement, and economic instability. Inflation had soared to astronomical levels, leading to a staggering devaluation of the local currency, the Venezuelan bolivar, against the US dollar. The average income in Venezuela had plummeted, causing widespread poverty and food shortages. Hyperinflation made basic necessities unaffordable for many citizens, and the country faced a dire economic and humanitarian crisis. It's essential to note that the economic situation in Venezuela may have evolved, and we recommend checking the latest sources for current economic insights and statistics. Venezuela's economic woes serve as a complex case study, highlighting the impact of political instability and mismanagement on a once prosperous nation. Venezuela's geopolitical landscape has been marked by ongoing political challenges, both domestically and internationally. Internally, the country has grappled with political instability, economic crises, and a contentious leadership struggle. On the global stage, Venezuela's relationships have been divisive. Maduro's government maintained close ties with countries like Russia, China, and Cuba, which provided diplomatic support and economic assistance. Meanwhile, relations with the United States and several Western nations deteriorated due to concerns about human rights violations and democratic backsliding. The U.S. imposed sanctions on Venezuela, further exacerbating its economic woes. Venezuela's oil reserves also played a role in its geopolitical positioning, with global powers vying for influence in the region. This nation's political challenges have made it a focal point of international diplomacy, reflecting the complex interplay of interests and ideologies in the broader Latin American context. Venezuelan cuisine is a flavorful blend of indigenous, Spanish, African, and Caribbean influences, resulting in a diverse and vibrant culinary scene. Regional cuisines vary across the country, reflecting its geographical and cultural diversity. One of Venezuela's most beloved dishes is the arepa, a versatile cornbread patty that can be stuffed with various fillings like shredded beef, cheese, or black beans. Another staple is the cachapa, a sweet corn pancake often served with cheese or ham. The coastal regions embrace seafood influences with dishes like the refreshing ceviche and the hearty fish stew called moqueca. Inland, the Andean region is known for its delectable hallacas, savory corn dough parcels filled with rich meat stew. Venezuelan cuisine also features unique snacks such as tequeños and patacones. The country's sweet tooth is satisfied with delights like tres leches cake and bien me sabe, a coconut-based dessert. Venezuela's food reflects its rich cultural heritage and is a delightful journey through flavors, making it a must-try for food enthusiasts. Venezuelan culture is full of awesome stuff. First off, the music scene is on fire. You've got salsa, merengue, and this cool joropo dance that'll get anyone grooving. Joropos got harps and maracas, making it a real fiesta. Religion is a big deal too, especially Catholicism. Semana Santa, aka Holy Week, is all about epic processions and ceremonies, blending indigenous and European vibes. Now let's talk artsy stuff. Venezuela's got these literary legends like Rómulo Gallegos and Andrés Eloy Blanco. And in the art world, there are these big shots like Armando Reverón and Carlos Cruz Diaz. They've got street cred globally. Oh, and don't forget the beauty queens. Venezuela's got a knack for winning Miss Universe titles. Basically, Venezuela's culture is a wild mix of music, religion, artsy greatness, and beauty pageant fame. It's a total cultural explosion. Venezuela's got some serious game when it comes to sports. Baseball's their jam, and they've churned out MLB legends like Miguel Cabrera and Jose Altuve. These guys are crushing it and making their country proud. But wait, there's more. Venezuelan athletes are no strangers to the Olympic scene, and they're rocking disciplines like weightlifting and fencing. Ruben Limardo even brought home Venezuela's first solo Olympic gold in fencing in London 2012. And don't get me started on football, aka soccer. It's a big deal here. The national team might not be the usual powerhouse, but they're making strides internationally, which is pretty cool. Basketball's in the mix too, with Venezuelan ballers like Gravis Vasquez holding it down in the NBA. Oh, and rodeo? Yeah, they've got that cowboy culture thing going on, with bull riding and roping events that'll get your heart racing. All in all, Venezuela's sports scene is on fire, and its athletes are owning the global stage. Did you know that Venezuela is home to Angel Falls, the world's highest uninterrupted waterfall plunging from the Tepuy Plateau in Canema National Park? If you enjoy this video, you'll love this next one.